Hello there. This is Grand Madam. You snuck up on me that time. How are you? Welcome to my shop. This is the Grand Collective. Today we're going to talk about pretty much what we're going to expect the energies to impact us in August 2025. We only have a few hours. Like, what is today? The 30th? Oh, today's 31st. So, a few hours. Hello, Jackie B. How are you? Before it hits the fan. But usually, when these planets come together like they do, we kind of feel it creeping up on us. Okay. Um, should we wait a little bit longer, Jackie, for everybody else to come in? This is going to be interesting. I call myself trying to make a video. Hello, Kamayo. How are you? We can wait. Here they come. Here's TT. Hello. I call myself trying to make a video because I have so much I have to do today, and I don't think it's going to work. Carmen, hello. How are you? Come on in, folks. Come on in. I want to get these breathing exercises done and get us centered because, oh boy, you know what? Maybe I should start the month of August with a sound healing and do it uh, mm, maybe once a week until we're through this. What do you take from a summer cold? Ooh, green tea, green tea, and just drink that chicken soup. Get into your fruits, vitamin C's, D3, K2, especially D3, the vitamins D3. Hey, Kat, how are you? Yeah, I think it's going to be one of those times when I won't be able to tell if it's a tarot session or sound healing session because it's going to be, well, the thing with August, how many of us are in here already? Oh, shucks, there's 11 of us in here. Now we can start it. Let's get started here. All right, let's do this now. And then I can tell you about August. August is going to be a blip. And it's preparing us for September. Okay, let's do this right now. Tarot team, come on in. Let's breathe in through the nose to the count of three. Hold it to the count of three. Exhale out the mouth. 1, 2, 3. Breathe in. Hold it. Exhale. Blowing it out. Last time. Breathe in. Hold it. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to break down because what is happening in August? Well, we've been having warnings about August, warnings about, you know, Feloniqua and God knows what else. We don't know what it is, but it's going to be big. Well, as we can feel, we can see things are getting bigger and bigger and worse and worse. Okay. Well, response to that is going to be just as bad. Um, I have my notes. I'm going to read off the notes and explain as I go. So, are we all here? Hey, Nellie, how are you? August 1st, we have Mercury conjoining the Sun in Leo. What does that mean, Grand Madam? That means it's Mercury in Leo now, being energized by the Sun in Leo. Now, astrologically speaking, hello, Doris Freeman, good morning. The Sun, this is the Sun sign, Leo. Everything shines, everything is illuminated. Uh, the Leo is everything out front, on stage. The look at me sign. Okay. This is the energy of the performer, the teacher, your comedian, your musicians. They can also share with Pisces too. But this is the person, or this is the energy of the situation or the person who's got to be seen publicly and, of course, privately, but they've got to be seen. Now, couple that with Mercury in Libra, it's more, hello, Sheila K. It's now more about being heard, about being able to speak and express, and being on stage. So we're going to get a lot of communication. There's going to be a lot of talking, 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 talking. About what? Well, we have also, with Mercury conjoining the Sun, we have Venus in Cancer, the emotion. That's Venus is the planet of the pleasure planet, the love planet. I'm hearing children's planet, and Cancer is the planet of home, mom, real estate, uh, deep, deep feelings, emotions. So now Venus is in Cancer, or Cancer is in Venus, and so this is gonna be a time for wallowing in the emotions, and this is gonna be the deepest that we will have. The problem is well, it's not a problem. The issue is that it is squaring a Saturn, which is the taskmaster and the fact checker of the universe, with Neptune, which is the dreamer. Both Saturn and Neptune are conjoined in the planet, in the energy of Aries. And what does that mean? That means Saturn is going to check Neptune every chance it gets. And Saturn is going to hurt Neptune's feelings like no other thing you can imagine. So, a lot of notions regarding marriage, family, relationships, and feelings themselves are going to be blown out of the water by Saturn. A lot of delusions, especially on the global stage, are going to be shattered. And then we're going to be left with how to deal with this new information that we have discovered, that we may not have even heard before or expected or suspected before, that's now sitting up in our faces on the global level or on the personal level. It's already started for me. Okay, because to give you an example, and I'm sensitive about this, my heritage is not only native, but doggone it, it's West African, Senegal. I'm Bantu tribe too. Okay, so I'm super sensitive about people as property. Okay, there was a news clip of Philaniqua on on plane talking to a reporter about Virginia Geoffrey. I'm sorry if I messed up that name. This is the young lady who committed suicide. She was uh, had hard times, and she took a job as a towel girl at the Mar-a-Lago spa, and she was snatched up by Ghislaine. All right. Trump referred to her, yeah, I said it, I know it, as his property. Now, I know I've seen this clip umpteen times already, at least 4 times. And I listened and half listened. But never until yesterday did I hear him refer to this young lady as his property that was stolen by Jeffrey Epstein. That shook me to the core. And I don't know what else these Meganites need to hear. But then again, they might be that might be their vibration. Anybody who considers another human being as their property is a dangerous individual to those people he's talking about. So, this is also what I'm talking about. Venus in Cancer squaring Saturn, the fact checker, the taskmaster, and Neptune in both in Aries. Neptune in Aries might try to do something about it, and Saturn is going to tell you to just be still for right now. But it's still going to have that deep feeling of what? For me, it went from fear to anger to fear to back to fear to anger, and I don't know where I am right about now. Okay, okay. When I heard that man refer to that young woman who committed suicide and as his property. No, she was, and he finally called her the help, but the property one, the word I heard. Okay, now we're going to deal with that. That we're going to have a lot of that coming up in August, but also in the first week of August. With that, now this is going to be interesting. Pluto is in Aquarius. What does that mean? Internet disruptions, electricity outages, power shortages, power outages. It's going to be a blip. It's going to be a blip. On top of that, we have Uranus and Gemini. Now, anybody who knows Gemini, not stepping on no toes, Camellia, but Geminis can see black and white at the same time. But with Uranus and Gemini, they might see white and black and reverse a whole scenario. They might keep going. But that scenario that they think they see may very well be something totally different than what they thought they saw. And kind of become disruptive also. Now, Uranus is also deals with computers, the internet. Gemini is the communicator. So be very mindful, you Geminis out there, with your words. Choose your words carefully because I guarantee they're gonna be twisted this week. Okay, they go. You see in black and white, and here comes somebody saying, "No, that's white and black." What? I didn't say that. So be on the lookout for that. Also, with Uranus and Gemini, yeah, mixed communication is going to be a factor. Miscommunication, I said mixed up communication. Miscommunication is going to be strong. So whatever, there are going to be a lot of conversations. There should be nice lectures, should be all over the place. TED Talks. Take what you hear with an ounce, and ounce of truth. Just put it on the back burner for a while until things calm down. Majesty is very well, Shirley. uh, yeah, so things don't get out of hand. Okay, so expect to be misquoted, misunderstood, and whatever else goes with all that. All right. So now we've covered. This is just week one. August 7th, 8th, and 9th. This is now we have Mars moving into Libra. Libra is the energy of diplomacy. Mars is the warlord or the warrior. Mars always wants a fight. Mars is also very good for, especially on Tuesdays, Martes, which is Tuesdays, exercise, physical activity. Mars always has to be physical. But with a diplomatic Libra, Mars is chopping at the bit. Okay, Mars is spoiling for a fight, but he won't get it. But the thing with Mars in Libra, I have the impression that conversations again will be strategic. The words may be diplomatic, but underneath the words, there's a feeling of war going on. I think of the Star Trek episode that Ricardo Montalban was on, and when he played Khan Noonien Singh at the dinner table, at the dinner party on the Enterprise, where Kirk wasn't saying anything. Spock was doing all the. Spock almost interrogated the man, and Khan said, huh, how what is it? Very strategic or something like that, Captain. You bring me here for a dinner party, and yet you have your first officer interrogate me, something like that, as if I was a criminal. In other words, he said, "This is where he said." Dinner party is nothing more than war concealed. I am really butchering the paraphrasing, but it's the idea of coming to a party, coming to a nice place, a beautiful place, to gather with other folks who are supposed to be like-minded, only to sit down and have them rip you a brand new one, and you're wondering what the Mars with Libra, coupled with the Uranus and Gemini, the Pluto in Aquarius, the Venus in Cancer squaring Saturn and Neptune in Aries, and the Mercury conjoining the Sun in Leo. So it's going to be a lot of grandstanding. Hello, Rhonda P. How are you? Thank you. Thank you. Jetta, hello. Good morning. Good afternoon now. So that's what's this diplomatic words while you're sitting in a table with people who are at war with you. That's global. But I mean, you can do the same thing, especially if you have a mother-in-law who hates your guts and you're there for Sunday dinner. Okay, same thing, same thing. A dinner party with war that turned out to be warfare concealed. That was an interesting episode. Yeah, and yeah, Khan did take over the Enterprise. He snatched the Enterprise from Captain Kirk. August 9th is a full moon in Aquarius. So this is going to be heavily influenced uh, by or of humanitarian efforts, AI, cryptocurrency, anything internet. We're going to have, stocks influenced by tech stocks. Okay. Um, I don't know what to tell you how to do with that, but just keep in mind, full moon is 3 days up, 3 days up to the actual day of the full moon, then 3 days after the power kind of wanes. Just be mindful. Like I said, the whole interruption, we might have a serious internet interruption when goodness knows what's going on. And telephones too, cell phones. Yeah. So just be mindful. And now, what is next? August 12th. With all that, here comes Jupiter. And Jupiter is going to sit right next to Venus. Now, this is going to be interesting because I have a Jupiter in Cancer, which means I'm a homebody. I love anything with home. And now Jupiter in Cancer is also with Venus in Cancer. Jupiter in Cancer can make you feel upset about something, but you don't have to be. But Jupiter in Cancer will have you sit there and eat an entire gallon of ice cream by yourself and not want to share it at all. Jupiter in Cancer will have you eat an entire bag of potato chips and then reach for the cookies and eat those too. Where there's Jupiter in Cancer, you can gain 20 pounds. All right. Keep that in mind and restrict yourself. But this is going to be some emotional eating too. So you have to be mindful with that. Again, the issues, family gatherings, marriages, relationships, anything that deals with the deep feeling, intimacy, of intimacy. Yeah. And don't forget, it's a nice time for people might be eating out on the grill too because they don't have any damn electricity in the house. So you can't cook anything, you know? Um, a lot of air. It's a lot of moving air. Moving air means strong winds. I'm hearing hurricanes. I'm hearing hurricanes in Southwest, but I don't know if they have hurricane. Oh yeah, the Gulf is down there. The Gulf is down there. Yeah. So that is also a strong possibility. But we can chant those away. You can chant weather away, or at least reduce the power of the winds. Yeah, you can. Mhm. All right, August 22nd. Now the sun is moving into Virgo. New moon is in Virgo. So this is a Virgo time. We have the sun in Virgo and the moon in Virgo. So it's Virgo in the light and Virgo in the dark. What does that mean? Analysis time. After all that mess has come out in the first 2, 3 weeks of August, now in this last week of August, what we gonna do about it? How has it impacted our health? How has it impacted our jobs? Our sense of work, our work ethic? How about our relationships with our coworkers? How about our systems? How about our hiring, our staff, our helpers? What are we going to do about this new payroll system? Because something needs to be done, evidently. What are we going to do? At that time, being of service, volunteering. I mean, if you get paid, that's fine. But volunteering to help out would be a good way to offset what has happened or what the energies are previously. And you're not so much offsetting to combat anything as you are to help. Let's get this stuff fixed. Let's get this stuff healed. Let's get this stuff together. Get it done right. This is the time to get it right. So, putting all that together, I'm going to read this because it sounds so brilliant. Hey, Nicholas, how you doing? People will be expressing and examining their feelings against the harsh realities of the social truths. TED Talks, lectures, and YouTube will explode with conversations and tarot readings on relationships. The rule of law in relationships, personal and global, will be covered. Use diplomacy, please. AI will play a major role in startup businesses, startup financings, new investments, things of that sort. Cryptocurrency, again, there will be disruptions on the internet, but there will also be hmm, major discussions on what makes, oh, yeah, announcements. New knowledge. I don't know if I don't know how this is going to work. Hello, Teresa. New not monsoons. Thank you. Okay. Um, Major discussions on what is a family, what makes a family. And these major discussions on what is a family is going to lead to new policies. Yep. Because this administration is definitely they were most definitely focused on what if you didn't have a nuclear family, they were going to make sure you suffered. You would lose any services that you would had, and you were going to suffer. You were going to pay the penalty. How dare you live a non-traditional life? Okay, and with that, oh, hello, in the zone. Okay, hello, darling. Welcome. Let's see what the month of August we can expect for the Grand Collective for ourselves. Okay. Mhm. What can we expect this August for the Grand Collective in our own personal lives? What can we expect? What can we look forward to? What we're going to have to get a handle on and contain? I'm using the Gold Tarot and my In the Shadows Oracle cards. Okay. Okay, I have that. Uh-huh. Alrighty. Two. All right, what can we expect? Uh-oh. An attitude. Here we go. We're getting started. I don't need your approval to do what I want to do. Here we go. I know you're watching me. What did I say about? Well, so much for diplomatic. This diplomatic language. It ain't there. I don't know what to say about all this. Well, we know who this sounds like, right? This sounds like our favorite fearless leader. Hello, Charlotte. How are you? This sounds like Philaniqua. Mm-hmm. I want to tell you so much. Yeah, right. What you want to say so much? I never want to feel that way again. Okay. All right. Bottom of the deck. You didn't imagine it. Okay, that's Philanika at his worst. At his worst. Overall energy. Yep. That's who that was. This is Philanika. This is in his Leo ascendant. Making things happen. Doing stuff. I don't need your approval. I don't need Congress. I don't need the church judiciary. Yeah, and I know you're watching me. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And to his people, I don't know what to say. I want to tell you so much. There's so much I need to tell you. I just can't do it right now. Trust me. Oh, look at here, look at here, look at here. Judgment is taking place. It's judgment of the king. Oh, by a king. Ooh, I'm glad it's not me. I don't want any more dealings with anybody like this. King of Swords is the judge, the military person. This is a person who, the law enforcement person. You do not reason with the judge. There's nothing you can tell the judge. The judge tells you. The judge is ruled by the rule of law. That's it. That's all. They don't want to hear it. Okay. Yeah, this is all about Philaniqua. It looks like, oh, and look who this person is. Here we have a Queen of Cups. She holds the secret. Do you think this is Ghislaine? Or Ghislaine or Ghislaine? Whatever. I don't understand. She's even though she's dark here. Let's see if the Queen of Pentacles pops up. But I think this may also be, this is a blonde haired person sometimes, someone with deep emotions who keeps a lid on them. Now, the king will sit there and stew on his throne. She'll snitch. He won't say anything. The queen, mm-hmm, she'll tell it. Oh my. And look, an offer is being made, an invitation. This is the Knight of Cups. This is sometimes this guy is shady as shady can be. Because basically, if you can see, there's nothing in that cup. So he's offering somebody an empty cup. I need to pull this down. See what else I can see. There's some manipulation going on. Let's just say we have the Five of Swords here. And this basically is definitely conflict, but this is the battle has been, this battle was won and these people have been sent home, but the war is still going on. And even though this guy has beat them and snatched their swords from them, these two people in the back, they're coming back after him again. So this is not sleeping on the job, but this is an ongoing manipulation, ongoing, and it's air too. Swords are air. Hello, Joan. Ongoing lies about this, that, and the other. Just continuous browbeating, bullying, ideas that just don't seem to die until they're shut down completely. And here's some more. Look at that. See? They're getting shut down. This is the Two of Swords. This is the standoff. Okay? This is the standoff. So here comes the miseducation. Probably that too. The misinformation, the disinformation. Misinformation that's basically error. Disinformation is deliberately misleading people with words, information. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, Kenneth Washington. Kenneth Washington. I vaguely remember him. I used to watch that a long time ago, Nicholas. Yes. I'm going to look him up. Thank you for that info. Appreciate that. Okay. Now here we're concerned about who's going to walk away from the situation. Well, which situation is this? Because all of this seems to be Philaniqua. I know I've been talking about his resignation. Well, the sun is shining on something. It's illuminating something. This is the card of exposure. And it's right next to the Two of Swords. So whatever the holdup is, whatever the standoff is about, it's going to, oops. The sun is going to show you what it's really about as opposed to what you've been told it's about. I don't know what to say. That sounds like Elaine. I want to tell you so much. I never want to feel that way again. That's 47 and G woman. Someone is very concerned and fearful about seeds planted. This is the Ace of Cups. When I say seeds planted, all aces are seeds. So this will be uh, the emotion stirred, especially now that we know about the towel girl, Virginia, who committed suicide and how she was thought of. You know, that this is the sentimentality, the sentiments that have been stirred from hearing that news story the other day. Yeah, and other news stories. So these are the sentiments, the sentiments. Yeah, that the public is now really beginning to feel. Oh, Allison, thank you. Hello, and thank you. I'm enjoying your book. Thank you. Mm-hmm. And now we have somebody trying to make a move in a whole new direction. And they want to make this move fast. And they want to make this move with all strength, intensely. Don't know what that move is, though. Things are breaking up all over. Three of Swords. Three of Swords. You know, when I see that, yeah, okay. Things are breaking up at the White House. Before, this is my, obviously, it's a White Castle, so this is a White House for me. But things are breaking up at the White House. Oops. So these folks have gone, okay, well, let me show you what I have here on this table. I'm going to try my camera. I'm going to start trying to use my camera, but I'm going to also get into, I think, what is it, StreamYard, so I can have two cameras at the same time and show you, so I don't have to pick these cards up like this. Look at this. There was a standoff among, I guess, the staff or the people in the administration at the White House, and now it's finally broken. These people have finally just they're breaking away. They're severing ties. They're getting out of Dodge because it's gotten too hot there. Mental conflicts on how to proceed successfully are obvious. They're just obvious now. And now, oh, look, now people are upset because everything seems to be at a standstill right about now. This is the Knight of Pentacles. This is the slowest pentacle, the slowest knight in the deck. And he can also be, this can also be a money freeze, a job freeze. Right, something's frozen. Something's not moving fast at all. Oh, at the bottom of the deck. Outcome is Eight of Swords. Woman in jail. Is this Ghislaine? Jail card. Bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands. Somebody's relocating, getting out of town. Okay. An offer was made. I just have a feeling this is Ghislaine. There's some regrets here. Yeah, now there are regrets. Five of Cups. You know about her demands. I talked about it. Is it yesterday? Not yesterday. In another one of in a video. And now her demands are being challenged. Her demands are being challenged. What do you mean? What do you think? Like I said, you think this is a celebrity interview? Congress said what? No, we're not. What? Just who the hell do you think you are? I am the Empress. Who do you think you are to even speak to me like this? I have the power to bring the entire thing down. So, yeah, but he's not the only one. I'm like, whoa. Mmm. What are y'all talking about a block in there? I'll get there in a minute. Okay. Uh, Lots of confusion. Seven of Cups. Yeah. Things happening quickly too in Congress. I think she speaks. Let's see what's happening on the 11th. Hold on. She speaks on the 11th. Mars in Libra. And she'll be right at the end of the influence, second day of the waning full moon in Aquarius. Mm-hmm. Huh. This lady's gonna try something new. They may have all kinds of difficulties with her testimony. Technical. Mm-hmm. But still, oh, look at this. She's manipulating like nobody's business. Mm-hmm. Her testimony, she's going to take her time. And in taking her time, she's going to be upsetting a lot of people, especially Philaniqua. And with that comes a whole new, I don't know if it's a, oh, scared me to death right there. I don't know if it's a whole new approach. I don't know what it is. It's a newness with the, remember I said with the information that's going to be coming out. I don't know what Congress is going to do with that, or the DOJ if they do anything. Okay, but she's going to be fighting for her life again, whether she knows about it, because people remember. And right now, they're even saying she was the bear. She was the boogie bear. She's trying to get out. She must go back to England and get the heck out to the United States. So we'll wait and see what the announcement is going to be. Um, I want to. Have I looked at her before? I looked at. Yeah, I have. Yeah, I did. I looked at her and I listened to her voice. Is Philanico going to pardon Ghislaine Maxwell? Congress says hell no. Is he going to try to pardon Maxwell? Is he? You know who it is. Okay, this says yes. Will she? Uh, will she stay in the United States after receiving her pardon? No. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Hello, chappies. Was Judge Eileen Cannon involved with Epstein and 45 and Philaniqua? No. Mm-mm. No. See what they do, chappies, is they surround themselves. This is the same thing Diddy did. This is why you have to be mindful of who you're working for. They surround themselves with what you would call, I guess, civilians. People who are clean, people just straight out of, might be out of school, might be out of a corporation, just looking for a job. They got the skills, they have the talent. They are wonder bread. They don't know anything about anything called trafficking. Never even heard the word. That you say trafficking to them, they're going to think is a tie up somewhere on the intersection. And so this is what I was talking about before when I'm saying keep your eyes open, folks, because it's right in front of your face and you just don't see it. Um, I was talking about there's a tape that shows Epstein coming out. It must have been a fall day or maybe a winter day that was kind of maybe in the 50s or the 40s. He's wearing it's a khaki green coat men wear. It's not a storm coat, but it's like a jacket. It's got it's puffy and it's insulated to keep you warm. You just, it's got the snaps on the pockets and things, like it's a utility jacket and it comes down around the hips. Now he's got his coat's open. He comes out of this building, Trump building, one of the towers, and behind him comes this cute little girl who's all of 11 or 12, maybe 13, and all she has on is a white sweater. And she's running behind him like a little girl runs behind. Anybody seeing that would have said, "Oh, that's granddaddy, that's grandpa and his granddaughter." But somebody's going to say, "Whoa, wait a minute! It's too cold for her to be out here in nothing but a sweater. Why has he not put a sweater or put a coat on this child?" You see what I'm saying? No, he had no regard for the child whatsoever and was basically walking with his head in the air like the child didn't exist. And she's trying to keep up. That's the kind of thing you watch for. It doesn't fit. Okay. What am I talking about here? Epi and Daddy are part of it. Yes. It's the same thing, Allison. It's the exact same thing. The exact same thing. And people are just waking up to it. Women have been, and children, boys and girls, have been missing. And while I'm on this, I'm gonna switch lanes right now because something just came up in my head. I want to look at what the heck the family with his two daughters in Arkansas went hiking and ran into a killer. Oh, something says serial killer. I want to know why he killed those people. Why did he kill those people? What in the heck was behind that? Oh, where? Well, hmm. Something told me to pull those cards out, and I didn't do it. Ah, where are they? Oh, hold on a second, folks. You'll have to excuse me. I'm going to have to get up and go get my cards. I want to know what the heck was going on. I want to know if they walked into a situation they did not understand, or they just came in the radar of a serial killer that had to get his kill off, or what. What I wanted to see what that was. Um, the parents held him off from the two little girls and told the little girls to run, and that's how they lived. No, it's not he let them live. No, he couldn't. Those parents were fighting with everything they had. Oh, here we go. To keep him from harming those girls, and they lost their lives. So I don't know what. Um, I don't remember their names. Um, does anybody remember their names? He was a what? Wait a minute. Are we talking about the same? Mhm. Oops. Yeah, here they are. Devil's Den State Park. What the heck? And he went to go get his hair cut. The Brinks. Here they are. Here's mom and dad. These are the Brinks. Okay. What in the heck? Yeah, he stopped. He stopped to get a haircut. Now you tell me this thing. Stop that. Andrew McGann is the suspect. Okay. What in the hell was he thinking? Um. All right. What's wrong with this guy? What? Let's see if we have him. Let's see if we can. Yeah. Give me the story on this tarot team. Damn commercials. Devil's Den State. I'm not going anywhere in Devil's Den. Stop. Oh, come on. What was going on? Who is Andrew McCann? McGann or McCann? How do you pronounce his name? McGann. 28 years old. Andrew McGann. Andrew McGann. What is his story? Okay, maybe I'll need those others too. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Oh, let's put those over there. He was going after those little girls. He was going after those little girls. And I just have a feeling that for all we know, he had probably been watching them. And I don't understand this fake death, whatever that is. It's going to take some healing. It's going to take some healing. Let me put this over here. What lies beneath? What was going on behind these murders? What was going on? Mm-hmm. Allegedly. All this is for entertainment purposes, and it is alleged. Yeah, that's what I said. I'm not going to any place called Devil's Nothing. Some things you just don't do, especially when in this atmosphere. People have to be aware of the energy and the atmosphere around them at all times. If it doesn't feel right, if a thing's not going right in the news, I mean, if it's impacting you, don't go out there in it. What is this about? What's behind all this? Oop, this is a mess. The cards, I got it fell out. Running away, depression, getting a room, sexual protection. All right, we're talking about the kids. Finding evidence. I don't think maybe they walked into the wrong daggone thing. Total drama. Uh-huh. Look at this. Bottom of the deck. Private relationship, so it's one-on-one. Watching shit go down. Things went left, falling apart, and they had to get the hell out of there. And the parents didn't make it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Parents didn't make it out of there. But he thought he was going to, he was doing something he had no business out there. And I still think he was probably after those little girls. Oh, my goodness. Well, yeah, as parents, you do have to fight to the death for your kids sometimes. Okay. Um, so why did Andrew McGann kill the Brinks? I want to see what the Golden Tarot has to say. Why did he kill those people? Can't even take your kids on a hike anymore. But when I go hiking, I'm strapped. Okay. I used to love a hike. I'm strapped, and I'm not strapped for bear. Overall energy. I have Three of Cups, party, celebration. Now we have regret. And Queen of Wands, power, bullying. Her dark side is she's a bully. Okay, Knight of Swords, here comes trouble. Very aggressive and unstable. Nuttier than a fruitcake. Create high anxiety. Yeah, he's anxious now because he knows he might. I think this is the atmosphere of celebration of mom. The family was going out to have a good time, a nice hike. It's a hell of a nice hike too. Get up there, top of that mountain, just sit there and look down on the world. It's just so peaceful. Hmm. This is a satisfaction. Um, Let me hold on. Let me think on this. Financial stability, work, working on what? Going after these kids again. I think this guy thought. No, let's keep going. I haven't finished yet. Control freak. He was gonna kill him anyway. Um, Robbing him. He was drunk. I don't know if he was or not. His head wasn't clear. He was gonna rob them too. I don't know if he did, but he was definitely gonna take those children and probably sell them, or God knows what else. Hmm. Manipulating what? Yeah, he was. He's attacked people before out there in that woods. Well, not necessarily in the woods, but he has done such things before. He just hasn't gotten caught. Manipulation. His mother, female, the couple. I'm gonna get dad too. Did he stab him to death? Hmm. He's just a killer. That's all he is. Unfortunately, they had to meet him to run into him. That was sad. That was sad. But on that note, now let's clean this mess up. Let's change the energy. Let's change the energy because I know you heard the word. Have you heard the word? No, not Johannesburg. Not Thunderbird. Have you heard the word? Well, there's a strong possibility. I don't know how strong. Let's just say there's a possibility that Kamala might be coming back. I don't know if it's true. I just want to throw down on this right now. Okay. Hey, Tracy Montgomery, how are you? And Christian Ford, how are you? Mm-hmm. Oh, Kamoyo leaving? Okay, peace out, Kamoyo. See you soon. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Is Kamala coming back into the fray to run for president? They're talking about 28. I don't think we have to wait that. No. Okay. Is Kamala preparing to make a comeback? Mm-hmm. All right, let's see. What's Kamala doing? Is she getting ready to come back or what? Or she just thinking about it? She just thinking about it. She was so disappointed the first time. This is the Four of Cups. But look, you see this cup is being handed her from the cloud, from a hand in the clouds. He said, don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. Right now, things are suspended. Thoughts are suspended. She's on hold. So she hasn't made the commitment yet. She's sleeping. Full swords. She's sleeping on it. At least it's a thought. She's been there before, the White House, the White Castle. Wow. I don't know if this is death, an actual death, or a cycle that has ended. We shall see. You know what? I mean, in the scheme of things, the way life works out, we could all be dealing with Faniqua because certain people had to be shown and had to be experienced at the horrendous and the cruelness and the bullying and all the bad behavior and the nasty conversations and the racism, the sexism and any ageism and all the other isms and the abuse that people had to experience just to realize what the truth really is and not their fantasies. They had to be broken out of their fantasies. We shall see. Okay. She's putting feelers out. Okay, three of wands. She's putting out feelers. I vote for you just because. Right now, and nothing is definite. It's like iffy. Oh yeah, if she's just putting out feelers, she's a star. She brings hope. Okay. She's coming off it. Oh, she's gonna do the sweet move. Queen of Cups, the maternal mom. Oh, she's coming off as mom. Okay. She's been thinking about this for a long time. It's giving her a headache. I think, does she have migraines? But she's also been, here we go, evaluating, considering, thinking, worrying. Should I? Shouldn't I? It's time. Let me just go. Let's go to the Bahamas or some damn way. I'll think about this later. Traveling. Someone's made her an offer. She's still feeling betrayed. You know, these son of a bitches, they stabbed me in my back once before, Democrats. There were Democrats who voted against her and voted for Trump, too. And I have a sneaky feeling a lot of them were from my state. You dirty bastards. You say it to your face, because one of you I know personally. I can't wait to see you at some special event in the neighborhood again. Okay. Trying to pull in new alliances, new allegiances is a problem. Yeah, because people feel some type of way. What is this? Free up space. If you don't get off my get off my get off my sight. Right now she's feeling abandoned. She's got something. It's somebody, you gotta prove it that she wants proof that she's wanted. Wow. I don't blame her. I wouldn't stick my head out there like that either. The concern is the cult. Bottom of the deck. It's the workings of the cult. Workings of the cult. And how far they have actually gotten in government. She realizes it would take a long time to undo the damage that has already been done. And she may not be able to, may not be around that long. I mean, it's only a term is 4 years, and then these people get upset again between these two people. Well, one is going to, Philoniqua and Jardinia. The MAGA and the MAGA the oligarchs and the MAGA folk. Situation is still unclear and unstable. But hopefully she is really hoping that some people will just go away, be run off when the truth comes out about them, especially dealing with Epstein. Once all that financial stability is discovered, where that money came from, she feels a lot of people are going to be left behind, left alone and isolated. Like Shannon Sharp. They cut him from ESPN. Now he's alone and isolated. There's a lot of still support and defense for her. Support of her. Yeah. And there's going to be some type of an announcement to be made. She's going to stand her ground and hold her own, but it's going to be in the midst of a lot of confusion. And I mean, we're talking about, what I'm talking about right about now is the Democratic Party itself. Some folks just have to be moved away or moved over or just separate. Um, there might even be a third party because what the Democrat, what every time I hear them talk about the old schools, what they've done to Jasmine Crockett and AOC, and what they've done to Kamala. Mm-hmm. So she's sticking a toe out there in the water to see what happens before she goes charging in. But in the meantime, she's waiting on the courts to get rid of certain people or to run certain people away, make them withdraw, make them get out, leave, just go. And with that going, some of those attorneys are going to lose their licenses. I've been saying that. Yeah. So things are in the works. The conflict is there. Yeah. And see, they'd be doing some dirty stuff. Right now, everything is focused on Epstein and the child pedophilia and the trafficking and the trafficking of the women. And everybody's just they have anxiety is just building. Manipulation is so clear. The mistakes have been made, but everything is out and the cycle has ended. I remember the naughty bits. Not nothing naughty with the bits, but the naked bits. Yeah. And it looks to me like a judgment has been made on regarding that group, that whole administration. I don't know. Yeah, judgment's in on that. So, like I said, she's tossing out feelers right now. She's not sure about what's going on or when, but eventually, success will be changing in her favor. But I'm telling you, Mama is she's hurt. And when she comes through this, she may not be as nice as we had her before, but that's not our problem. She's gonna be ready to slay the devil this time, and she's not going to hesitate. And it's like she's coming off like the DA she has been, the prosecutor she has been, and she plans to slay. Okay, she gonna use her lion. Oh, there she is. That sword is ready. Hmm. She has ideas about international things going right now, international distributions, those tariffs, all that. She has, yeah. Uh-huh. She knows what she's going to do about that. She knows what she's going to do. This whole, she knows it's going to be a task. She knows she's going to be overwhelmed. And while she's overwhelmed, nothing's going to be done for a minute. When she gets her head straight, in the event that she decides to take on the presidency or anything, yeah, how about that Hierophant chariot and tower? Ooh. Oh, whoa, that means something's getting ready to blow. That's the yeah. How far that cult has gotten is now blown up in their face. It's going to take moving the country in a whole different direction for any kind of success. She knows this. She knows this. And she also knows she may have to go back and call on Kalima to help her through this time and not be so white bread about it. Some of you that may have gone over your head, just let it go. Just let it go. But oh, hey, Allison, here it is. There's the tower. Somebody's money is going to be blasted to bits. That's the old money gone. There will be, and there's going to be a celebration. You know what? And I'm going to tell you something. This look, yeah. Ooh, look at this. To me, this looks like oh, times like this, I wish I had three hands. Okay, you see the Ace of Pentacles, new money coming in. 10 of Pentacles, establishment. The establishment, you see the tower next to the establishment. That's financial disruption for this is the entire administration. If I had a mic, I'd drop it. How about a little stick? All this, she wants all of this in place before she comes in, because when she comes in, people are going to jail. It's as simple as that. And they know it. And they know it. But her biggest, are you ready for that? Her biggest challenge right now are the Democrats, the old guard. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. And folks, on that note, I wasn't going to be on here that long because I have some things I'm doing. I've got to, I'm writing my mantra book, and I'm going over, I'm not revising anything. Whatever has been revised already, now I've got to put a section in there. I'm dividing it up. I got to put the love mantras in there and the rituals at work. The prosecution, that's it. Oh, Allison, yes. The prosecution precedent. We will know what. Oh, one more thing before I go. What's going to happen to ice? What's going to happen to ice when what happens to ice when Phylicia is gone? What happens to ice when Phylicia and the rest of them are gone? You know, what was that judge? Oh, Boasberg. I think is his name Boasberg. He's calling for licenses from certain attorneys. He knows who lied. He's got a list. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bundy. Ms. Gnome. Gnome. Uh-huh. Okay. What's going to happen to ICE when Trump is gone? Mm-hmm. Mass confusion. Looking for new directions. So they're going to be flailing idiots out here. Six of Pentacles. Looking for work too. Looking for money. They're going to be looking for money. More money. On the defensive. That people are going to come for them. Yes. Agencies are going to come. Well, you know, the judge. Yeah, they're going to come for them. Here's the bully again. Or this, we'll see if she's the bully or who. Oh! A bunch of bubbles just went up my window, but oh, baby girl's got her bubbles again. Oh, looky. So this is the bullying. This is the mess that they were doing to those people. They're going to jail. There will be a total reevaluation of the units, the agency. They will see how they've been manipulated and used as weapons. Congress will see that, and then they will be probably disbanded. Yep, There's the success and the regret. Yeah. The thing with the children, they're trafficking children. They found out they were trafficking children on the borderline. That, and look at this. Page of Pentacles reversed. Reversed. Money lost. Financial security was the goal. Judgment now is the outcome. Mm-hmm. They're going to be disbanded, shut down completely. All right, folks. And by the White House. Ooh, ooh. As of today, by the lady in the White House. Don't she look familiar? And on that note, folks, all this is alleged for entertainment purposes only. Let's wish it true. Let's put the intent out there. It's time for me to go. Until next time. I'm sorry, I don't even have the time to go. Hello, everybody. I know what you had to say was very, very important. Catch me as soon as I come back. Look, I gotta go right about now. It was nice having you here. Much love to you all.